All right, like a Lenny Kravitz song, I just have to know which way this series is going to go and for which team. So, both these teams coming into this game, they're going to be asking, are you going to go my way? I played game four just a few hours ago. I can't hold off. This series is deadlocked at two. We're headed into game five. But before I go any further with it, I want to talk about something that I wanted to talk about this morning and have wanted to talk about it other times as well. And it's one of those things that I can't even really say anything because, obviously it isn't me who is going through this, but um, ID, buddy, I'm thinking of you. And I pass that along to my wife as well. Between the two of us, I'm a little more agnostic and she's a little more Christian. And so when I tell people that you're in our thoughts and prayers, it's kind of me the former and her the latter. It's our freedom. It's how we choose and to go about things and respectfully and everything like that. But even as an agnostic, I've seen studies where prayer it works. Correlate studies have been done that there's at least a correlative relationship between prayer and well-being. And so, be that as it may, I just this is something that you may never see or hear, but I just want to put that out into the universe. And beyond that, I'm going to kind of leave it at that because I also completely hear you when you were saying. In a video leading up to this that you didn't want people kind of talking to you and treating you any differently and you wanted things to be as normal as possible, and obviously it can't be entirely normal under the circumstances. But yeah, buddy, I listened to this is my patch device, the Hockey Unreal devices and the patch device. So I was listening on my patch device yesterday, and yeah, and realized as well that just keep fighting the good fight. I thought about attaching something like that actually to the video this morning as well. But as you say, everybody goes through something, and I was kind of one little thing that I go through sometimes when I turn the camera on is that as much as I enjoy doing this, it's not without more than a little social anxiety. So by comparison, that's something that even though it's kind of an everyday, day-to-day thing for me, it's relatively small. And so anyway, again, I just wanted to throw that out there for what it's worth. Again, whether you see it or hear it ever, it's completely cool either way. I wake up every day and I look at YouTube and I think, oh my god, I got like 50 hours of content that I want to go through in 24 hours, and I have other stuff to do. I haven't done the exact math on that, but it certainly feels something like that. So okay, buddy. This is all right. Yeah, trust. Okay, that was a bit lame. I was even thinking of coming in with a bit of a gesture, like an all right, but I can't. Okay. You're the real deal. So anyway, I'm. There's really, as the hockey guy says so well, when you begin talking about matters like that, there's really no way to segue out of it. He says that well, and I've heard others say that well as well. So. I'm just going to, get this underway here as best as I can here. This is game five. This is my series equivalent of a game seven. The Rangers have knotted this up at two, and it's probably going to be a few days actually before this video is up, and hopefully by that point, ID you'll be continuing to recover well, and yeah, just um, wanted to get that in there, and I am behind on updates and uploads and everything when it comes to this series. As soon as Glenn Hall registered the shutout to New York, looked like they were gone with the long before it, and then when Hall got the shutout, and suddenly this series is tied, and now both of these teams now face elimination. And the Boston Bruins, you can say, well, they're without Esposito, and then New York would just go, well, hello, Rod Gilbert. And speaking of which, the injuries, so Murray Oliver's done for the playoffs. Terry Harper is done for the playoffs. Bobby Orr is perfectly fine. The Larry treatment, I don't know. It's strange. Honest to goodness, Oliver and the 2D10 initial roll on the Larry chart, the Mr. Aloha chart, it was they were some numbers in the 70s and 80s, like 75 and 88 and so on for like the Rangers. It was all high rolls. Or even on a -2 rolled a 10, which I think might even be like a 1d6 -1. And then I rolled and it was like 1. So 1 minus 1, 0. So Orr is perfectly fine, perfectly good to go here. And I'm probably over 5 minutes into this by now. No, just about coming up on it. So and I'm hoping actually that I have enough room on this camera to even do this. So anyway, because I still haven't even updated the score sheet for game 4. Here it is right here. Boston's not on the road for game 5. So this is how far behind I really am. I don't use paper. I got this idea from Steve Tower, and I just use the one laminated score sheet and then just, dry erase. But until I've gone through that video and updated that, for this one here, I'm just going to talk about line changes, line-up changes, I guess, as they come up. But the ones that you might see in the surface, Jill Trombley is going to slot back into the top line because, again, Murray Oliver is out. And Ray Cullen is... he's going to play line one center here for the Boston Bruins with John Busick and John McKenzie, and Ken Hodge is going to slot back on line two. Hodge, relative to the regular season, has not rolled as well offensively in these playoffs, so I figure maybe Hodge, if this were real, trying to get him a different matchup at Boston Garden. And what some other thoughts I have with that? Oh yeah, Gardner, if you happen to hear this in a response to that comment, if I'm going fast, it means I'm having fun. So sometimes, like, the whole part of wanting to rush and get through this is just there's a beat to it. There's this, like, kind of punk rock synthesis, I guess. And again, that's another thing that I like to say off the top. And in addition to the whole "this is not a tutorial," is I'm going to go at this hard and fast, like some of the music that I really enjoy. And as a result, I might be a little sloppy and make mistakes sometimes here and there. It's completely unintentional, and it's just how I like to play the game. There's a rush to doing it this way. So that being said, I'm going to get things started here with a 5-2 here off the opening draw here for Game 5 of 5, series tied at 2. And right wing, it's going to be canceled out by Jean Rattel, so already an impact here to Boston's decision to start out here with Cullen on the top line. It's going to be Rattel here 24 seconds in. Did Rattel win into himself? No, he won into his wing. So here, a 3-4 for Wayne Connolly, 3-4. That should be a shot on goal right off the bat here, 24 seconds in for Wayne Connolly with a 1-dozen over to Doug Favell. We look here, 24 seconds in, and Doug Favell, we look to the 2-6, and Doug Favell has made a dynamite stop right away, right off the bat in the early going. Just a couple of dozen seconds in there, and Wayne Connolly, we're up to 48 seconds now, where we get another 2-6 here follow-up roll, and that went to the center, so Ray Cullen's going to take a penalty. So something that completely makes sense, though. Connolly was pushing for a goal, and as a result, it forced Boston to draw a penalty, so we're going to be man advantage play for New York, even at Boston here right away in the early going. So I think probably what I'll do, they kind of have on who they're going to have on for this. Bill Sutherland, maybe he'll slot back to the point for this one in, we'll say, in Howell's stead. And for the Bruins, I guess this would be their chance to get this line on here and probably exclude Fontaine. And away we go with it here, 48 seconds in with, oh wait, sorry, no, see, I almost made a mistake there, but not quite. Okay, so that would have been delayed anyway. Whoops, I got to double check Cullen there, and that's an odd 4. So that's not, it's going to be delayed and turned over. Let me roll the red. So that's going to go to 6 for Cullen. That's going to go back to a left wing here. So hold that thought for a second. I'm still looking at Boston's top line here. So we get a 2-7 here, and Jill Trombley to a minute 12. And Trombley here with a 2-7 of the pass bonus, the one which they have. So Trombley's going to sneak in and fire. Trombley here with a 2-9, but he needs a 2-5. So Favell tested here in the early going. And that's a rebound given up to 5-5. So that's going to bounce back to Jill Trombley. Now Orr and Bond scrambling to clear, and they don't with the 6-7. So Trombley here with a 5-5, not a great follow-up. Didn't get what he wanted on that one. So to Favell, we look here. Is Favell going to be able to hold on with a 5-7? That's going to bounce back to... but it's a touch, whatever. I'm going to blow it down. 24 seconds have gone by. And so again, Fontaine now minute 12 in. So we're going to go up to a 3-12 here. And just 2 minutes, and I guess I'll do the 1-2-1 for misconduct. Oh, almost. That was a 1-3. I didn't roll that one. 1-3-4. So almost a misconduct there for Cullen. So he apparently got snotty with officials on the way to the box. But they turned the other cheek. Anyway, it's going to be a 5-2 here off the draw. So again, Rattel's winning the draw. And the wife's home probably wondering why I'm playing again. She doesn't understand. It was meant to be, actually. I started to watch the Tampa-New York game, and after one period of play, I had the laptop hooked up to the TV in the living room, and then the battery was about to die, so I know it's 1-1. It's a 1-1 game after one, and we get a 3-6 here for Connolly in the power play at a minute 36, 3-6. That's going to be a shot automatically for the dangerous already in this game, Connolly, but he fans on the shot here. We go 2-8 to Doug Favell, and Doug Favell, that's going to bounce back to Jean Rattel. From Favell to Rattel here, 2 minutes into it now. It's going to be a 6-6 for Rattel, and Rattel here with the 8 in the power play. Double checking here, that's an 8, 11, 15, and then I got to factor in the stars here, 15, and that 8's going to be pushed up to a 9. So every once in a while you got to do, okay, so we're looking to an 8, but then the 15 there with the 2 stars, 7, 9, that is only equal to, so following up here with a shot, 3-6, and Rattel's power play range is a 3-7, so to Doug Favell, we look here 2 minutes in, Favell here with a 4-4, and Favell has made a huge save again already. He's made 2 saves that could have been goals just 2 minutes in here now, trying to kill some time. It's Bob Bond here in desperation mode, and with a 4-6 again in desperation mode, the Bruins have taken a penalty here at the Garden. So some Game 5 jitters here for them, almost at Game 7. And so Bob Bond, let me see if this one's not delayed, though. This one's not going to be delayed, and it's going to be an odd 10, and I don't think there's going to be misconduct there. It's after the whistle, so I'll roll for that. No, 1-5 is pretty low odds of there being a misconduct. So you know what? We had to change these defense anyway, conveniently, and I think probably Boston will have to find some other killers as well. Let's go to, I guess, shoot, what do you do if you're Boston? I guess probably you look to Gary Dornhofer and Derek Sanderson is what I'm going to do. So I'm going to exclude these two. So I'm reminded to look to Dornhofer and Sanderson here, at least Sanderson out there to take the draw. And for New York as well, you got to have new power play units out there. So you have the Game 5 hero, not named Glenn Hall, or the Game 4 hero, rather. Whoops. Some forecasting there. Phil Goyette there scoring the one and only goal that was scored in the 4th game of the series. And they're going to take the power play now. So, oh my goodness. Okay, so it's 2 minutes in now, but 10 minutes and a lot of talk. It's going to be Leo Boivin, and I don't know about the aforementioned Sutherland. I might look to who's got range here in the third line. No, yeah, it'll be Sutherland, I guess. Here, Sutherland. He scored 20 goals in only in 60 games. For this here power play draw here in the power play, and also too I should do this so it's here to 424, so 5-3 actually for 48 seconds. So what was I worried about 2 forwards for? It's going to be an 11 here. That will go to right defenseman Visitor. Yes, it will. Visitor had to look at some cancels there. Visitor's going to be a 4-4 here. Not Larry Kahan. I'm looking at Sutherland's card. And Sutherland with the 2 has punted it. That's going to go to 3 right defenseman there. Ted Green, don't take a penalty. Here up to 3-12 here. Green now with a 110. And Green with a 110. That's going to be passed automatically. It's going to be an interception automatically to center Phil Goyette with Green playing shorthanded. So it's going to be four guys now. So I will look to Dornhofer. I'll try to make a note to look to Dornhofer. So here at 3:36, Phil Goyette now with the 3-9. And that's going to be a pass automatically. That no time will expire there. Goyette's going to pass it and get it back. And so another roll here, and this time it's 3-8 this time for Goyette. Is that going to be a shot? That's going to be a shot automatically for Goyette. Goyette here with a 3-5, and the power play 2-9 is his range, so it's going over to Doug Favell. And Doug Favell here, that's a 2-4. And so Favell with the 2-4, the rebound's going to bounce back this time to Camille Henry up to the 4-minute mark here with a 5-7 Henry. A shot with a possible rebound here for Henry here. Again, still with a player advantage. 111 on the shot. Did they block it? Yes, they did, because that's a red 3. Had that been a 1 or a 2, but that's a 3. That is a 111 there. I know that gets a little off camera. That sneaks off camera a little bit. I put this under it so that this tray wouldn't slide as much. And so anyway, that is, I have to look at the rebound then. It's going to bounce back to Phil Goyette. The Bruins are going to try to roll and clear here. They do so with a 3-8, I'm pretty sure, because even knocked back to a 7, they would have. So that's going to go ultimately to 4 left defensemen there at Van Imp. Final 24 seconds here with Bruins playing shorthanded, unless Van Imp takes a penalty. And instead, there's going to be a play stoppage there. So, oh no, it's going to be, see, it's interception, but then it's plus. So yeah, the plus overrides there. So Van Imp has successfully eaten 24 seconds. He's probably ready to what am I trying to say here? He's ready to head off, but I'm going to change everybody out here as well. Get New York's third line out there for the first time. And let's see here. So Van Imp here, he's rolling a 4-7, don't take a penalty. Almost did, actually, in the PF2. It's going to be an interception, shot on goal instead for Jim Nilsson. Van Imp will head off ice. That's technically was at 4:48. And so the shot on goal here, I know that trickled off camera. The shot on goal, 1-8 for Jim Nelson. A 1-6 would have sufficed there, but 1-8 is not quite. So it's 4-6 here to Doug Favell. We look, he's probably going to hold on to it, and I was right about that. So got to be right about something here. Anyway, it's Favell here, so we're 5-12 in, 1-4 in the face-off, and that's going to go to left defenseman there, Bobby Orr. And so, whoops, did I say 4-12? I don't think we're at 4:48 there, because Nelson the shot, and then Favell held on to it. Now we're at 5-12 here. It's going to be a 4-12 for Bobby Orr. Again, that could have been a mistake. Orr has made a pass automatically. Make no mistake about that. Up to John McKenzie. John McKenzie here at 5:36 with a 2-6, and he's taking a penalty. Wow, thrice the Bruins have been penalized already here in the opening handful of minutes. But let's double check here. We got a 2-8. Is McKenzie going alone? The answer is yes. And 2 was delayed though. Okay, I'll keep that for the the 1. What am I doing here? Let me re-roll the 1. That's going to go actually to center. That's going to benefit New York. And we'll take this 2-6 for Backstrom. Recycle your rolls. That's going to be 2. It's going to be blown dead anyway because he's not at home. Is Backstrom. So here, 2 minutes from the 5:36 now. It is New York back in the power play. So this line will be fresh enough now for the Rangers, and also simultaneously for Boston. Their killers will be fresh enough. We'll exclude Goyette here. And can they... Let's do this. Let's go. I'm going to go with Jim Nelson. And we'll have these two defense out there with their 8 clearing rating, I guess. Yes, okay. Okay, so for the face-off here, we get a 4-9. That's going to be left defenseman here, visitor. So Harry Howell. No, not Harry Howell. I'm going to roll on Sutherland's card here. So after the 6-minute mark, Sutherland here with another chance. This time with the 2-3 on it. HH, so that doesn't go through. That's going to... yeah, shot of home interception. If not, condition not met here. It's going to go to Bob Dillabow. Dillabow here trying to eat some time up to 6:24. And Dillabow here the 3-9. And 3-9 for him in his card. 3-9 is going to be an H6 double checking. I'm pretty sure because the 4 and then the 1 and even with 2. Oh, wait. 4 plus. Because the defense rating there. Or no, it's Sutherland to be knocked down to. No. Wait a minute now. No. Because forwards are lesser value of 1 or their own. So 4, 5, 6, 7. No, I'm actually glad that I did the math there. So it's going to go back to Sutherland, actually. Speak of the devil. So it's going to be a 1-6 here, or 1-7 rather. I'm going to do that from time to time. Sorry if so. Once it's unintentional. 1-7 there for Sutherland. That's just going to be good for a pass. Sutherland's going to hook Tremblay with that pass, and 3-10 here for Tremblay. No time elapsed in this roll. 3-10 for Tremblay and H8. Oh no, Tremblay has misplayed it. That's gonna, oh no for New York State. Anyway, 7-12 here, and it's gonna be here 4-10 for Ted Green, 4-10 for Ted Green, and he's punted it similarly. So Wayne Connolly here, 24 seconds to go with the man advantage. Here we get a 3-3, and once again they keep rolling those H's. But to center to vacant position, so Connolly will hold on to it at least here up to the 8-minute mark. We go now with a 2-6 for Connolly. Watch that be a penalty. That's going to be a shot on goal if home, and he isn't at home, so that's going to go to 6. 6 is left defenseman Ed Van Imp. I'm going to assume in the interim, actually, that New York... anyway, line changes get complicated in any game. Anyway, 5-8, sorry, that was a sloppy roll, but to 8-24, watch it be a penalty. No, it's going to be a P2, and they can't stop, so it's they can't stop the pass. I'm going to assume that Van Imp handed it on to Bobby Orr, hopping over the boards, and... here at 8:48, it's going to be a 6-5 here for Bobby Orr, where, yeah, they probably want this matchup, and these guys got to get off the ice as well. So let's go seconds out, actually, for both. So here, Bobby Orr up to 8:48 here. The roll was a 6-5. Maybe I'll try to slide these over when that happens. Or maybe do this. It's probably a little bit more likely now. Watch them keep wandering down to this corner. Anyway, I like where everything else is at for the time being, so... I'm going to go with it. So what it was a 6-5 there for Bobby Orr, 6-5 for Bobby Orr, and a 9. That should be a shot on goal there for Orr, number 4. And Orr here, he has fanned on the shot with a 6-7. It's going to be a 6-9 here for Glenn Hall in the follow-up. That goes to left defenseman Harry Howell. And so here up to 9-12, we go here, Harry Howell, the 4-7. Remember, hockey is fast. A PF1 that's intercepted. That's going to be a shot for left wing here, Art Stratton. Stratton getting into this series with a 1-10. Is he ever getting into it over Glenn Hall, who's not surrendered a goal now in like 70 minutes or more? Glenn Hall here with a 1-4, and finally the Bruins and reserve player Art Stratton in the lineup for some injury relief have broken through. Boston scores at the Garden here at 9-12. Art Stratton, 1-3 here for the assist, a pair of them, and 6-7. I didn't roll for the time yet, but I'll just go with this. To start here. So high is going to be either Sanderson or Hodge, and then middle will be Orr. So I'll go even Sanderson. It is Sanderson. So Stratton from Sanderson and Orr. Here the exact time of the goal. We have a 4-9 here. Looking at the exact time, 18 seconds. So here at 9:06. Here at 9:06, we got a 1-0 game here in Game 5 for Boston. Okay, so what do you do now if you're New York? What do you do if you're Boston? I guess we're going to leave things as they are for the time being. It's going to be a 5-7 here. So the face-off one, they're already looking like a decent decision. Jim Nelson here with possession up to 9:36. Nelson's roll is a 5-8. And for that 5-8, Nelson will P4. He'll actually be able to complete a pass this time up to Floyd Smith here to the 10-minute mark. Smith here with a 3-11, and that is 3-11 shot at home. They've been doing that all game long. That goes to Derek Sanderson. And so off the ice in frustration, I think the Rangers will put their third line on now for Boston. I'm still thinking about it. Probably get the line one out there now for this matchup here to 10-24 first, though, Sanderson. And Sanderson, he has rolled a 3-8, and 3-8, that's just going to be a pass to a 5. So Sanderson's going to hand it to Ray Cullen, who will take over here to 10:48 now. Cullen here with a 1-6 at 10:48, and that's going to be a play stoppage, face off in Boston's end. Result of the draw here, we got a 2-5. That's right defenseman there, Ted Green. And whoops, and Ted Green I wanted to use these different slippery dice. 11, 12 here, 11, 12. Slippery and sticky, my dice. It's humidity. So 11, 12 here. It's a 1, 7 there for Ted Green. And Ted Green, let's see now, does New York have anybody who can bang and bash on the ice? They don't. So as long as this isn't a blue 1. And it's a blue 1, so Ted Green here. Ted Green. And the roll is a 9 from 0 opponent intimidation points. Okay, and on goes the aircon, and the first casualty here of this game. I've had a streak now running of multiple games now with multiple injuries in them, and Ted Green here with a -2, just over 10 minutes in, so Vosko is going to come on there in his place, and we're going to get a 2-9 here in the face-off. 2-9 means it's going to go to visitor left wing here, so we'll see what that does for Boston, but Boston, it does have a 1-goal lead here at the moment, so it's going to be a 5-7 here for Bob Pulford. 5-7, that is a P4, that's a P4, that goes to, let's see here, 2, right wing here, across Leon Rush for here to the 12-minute mark, and that roll is a 5-4 for Rush 4, and 5-4 and an 8, double checking here, should be a shot on goal for Rush 4. Rush 4 looking to tie here with a 2-5, a 2-3 is his range. So to Doug Favell here, that's going to be a 6-11 here for Favell. That's going to bounce back to Larry Kahan. Everybody's going to be able to change. We'll assume that Boston in the interim is able to clear the zone because it's convenient. I think Boston's got to get their ice time, just their third line out there, which is convenient because New York's going to put their first line out there. So to 12-24 before heading off now, it's Larry Kahan here with a 2-6 on the roll, and the 2-6 for Kahan is a P2. Does he get that in a Boston? No, he does not. That's going to be turned over to Bob Bond. So Kahan heads off here, and Bond here at the 12:48, and that's going to be a 6-10 for Bond. 6-10 for Bond is 5. Double checking. No, that doesn't get through. That's 2 now. Right defenseman there, Jim Nelson. So Nelson here up to 13-12, and that roll is a 1-9. Nelson with the 1-9 is going to be okay or not. Let's see. We have 2. Rod Sealing is back for this game, by the way. He's the number 5 defenseman. And he's just barely going to be okay as Nelson. And I shook for Green as well. You saw me shake. It just happened to be a couple of 1s in a row. Wanted to point that out when I turned the camera back on and then forgot to. 5-5 here we get in the face-off. Nelson's fine. He'll stay on. It's going to go to Bob Dillabow. And so to 13:36 here we roll and go. It's a 4-8 there for Dillabow, isn't it? So 4-8 for Dillabow. We look to the D6. That doesn't penetrate. That goes to Wayne Connolly instead here to the 14-minute mark. Now Connolly, 1-6 is his roll. 1-6 is a shot automatically if you're Connolly. And Connolly here with a 4-5. I think 4 something in the shot anyway. It wasn't blocked or anything. 4-7 here for Doug Favell's. Hold on to it, and I'll be able to get another line changed in. Let's go to the Rangers' second line, and let's go to Boston's. And again, Boston's playing at home, but I do think that they have to let's do this. Again, Boston's at the Garden. They're going to benefit from some of these matchups. This is probably one that they would want. And so anyway, face-off here, it's going to be a 6-8, and that is left wing. So Henry here with it off the face-off. And 14-24 now here for Camille Henry with a 6-6 is going to be placed off its face-off in New York's end. And 3-7 rather on the draw there. That will go to 7, left wing here. John Busick here up to 14-48. Busick now with a 2-7. And that is, they have 3, they don't. So with the puck now is Harry Howell up to 15-12 here. Howell, that's a 6-7, and that is going to be a shot with a possible rebound here for Howell. The initial shot here, 2-5, that's not quite in range for him. Looking at that red 6 needs to be re-rolled. It's going to re-roll to a 6 anyway, so we'll go back to Phil Goyette. Phil Goyette, again, the one and only goal scorer here, and Bruins are going to be able to clear that, though, to a 4. That goes to left defenseman Bobby Orr here at 15:36. Orr, 1-8 is his roll, and that's going to be a penalty for Orr. So, wow, we have at least 4 unanswered penalties here. That's not delayed, so, and 5, even 5, no, and I'll do the 1-2 thing anyway. It's been blown. 2, no, so it's going to be Bobby Orr here for a pair at 15:36, and so. Okay, face-off, we have 3-7. Again, that was right wing. Had that draw a little earlier. No, it's left defenseman. I wonder if I screwed that up earlier. Possibly. It's going to go to 16 minutes here with a 2-3 here for Leo Boivin. And the 4, and they're not shorthanded, but that's going to the shorthanded team. That will go to left wing here, Bob Dillabow. And so to 16:24 here for Dillabow. That is a 2-7 for him, which will mean shot with a possible rebound, even shorthanded. Dillabow with that 1-3 shorthanded range, so no, but it's going to go back to 5 left defenseman. So Van Impe here trying to eat a little more time. Rangers going to struggle to clear here, and I got to remember too now because it would be Sutherland who doesn't have a clearing rating, so just on a 4, but that's still going to be cleared. Yes, so it's going to go to Sorry, I have to look at his card. So we'll go to Boyven himself, actually. The only one really capable of chipping in with the clear. It's going to be a 5-3 here. And the 5-3 for Leo Boyven means H5. So once again, how many times have they done that in this game? That's to right defenseman Vasco. They're looking to eat some time in for the injured Ted Green. It's going to be a 2-9 for him. And 2-9 for him will just be a play stoppage. So 24 to go here in the power play. It's going to be, for New York, it's going to be a 4-8 here in the face-off. And that is right-wing power play. So to Connolly it goes. Here to 1736. Connolly with the 3-7. He was dangerous early. 3-7. They don't have a pass bonus of 4. No. So that's going to not left defenseman. That's going to center. So Connolly will hold on, but we are back to even strength. I feel like we had that at the tail end of the power play much earlier in the period as well. 1-7 here for Connolly. This time shot with a possible rebound. So could this be a power play aftermath goal? 2-8 here, and Connolly is a 2-7. We re-roll the red. He's getting so dangerously close. That goes back to Gilles Tremblay. Now the Bruins here with the defense here. That's going to be a 4-8 looking to clear, and an 8 which is knocked down to a 7 in the 4-8. So just barely by the skin of their teeth. Gilles Tremblay is going to fall up and fire, but it's a 5-11, not blocked this time, but not a great shot either. So to Doug Favell, we look here with the 3-9, and Favell, that's right wing. So Connolly will maintain possession, and there's some groaning at the Garden right now. And we're going to change the defensive for the final 2 minutes, the first period. And I think Boston as well probably going to finish here with the Cullen Busick McKenzie line. And it's been a while, I think, for the Sanderson line. Let's get him out there with Stratton the goal scorer at that. So Connolly here with a 6-2 to 18-24 is going to be a D7. So Connolly taken away by the oncoming Orr and Bob Bond. Connolly's going to head off. And I don't know, probably if you're... No, but they need a goal. And the Goya, yeah... I don't know. I was scared of this matchup for New York at MSG. Let's see if there's a reason for that. That's going to be a 2-5 here for Bob Bond, 2-5, and that's going to be handed over to broken up, take it away, and on to Harry Howell here. Final minute to play the first period, 1912. Howell with the 3-7, and 3-7 for Harry Howell. Look at the PF2. He's going to be able to complete the pass. He gets it up to 6. Phil Goyette here. And Goyette, they might be booing him at the Garden. It's going to be a 5-8 for Goyette, and a 5-8 in the 8. Double checking here, 8-10-8. Yes, that will still be equal to or greater than the equal to part of that. Phil Goyette, that's not going to work. 3-8, we go here to Doug Favell, and that's going to be held on to with 24 seconds to go here. So should be the final draw of the period. We got a 4-8 on it, and that is right wing here, Holmes. So Ken Hodge here. And could Boston be saved by the bell? Could New York be saved by the bell? Could neither be saved by the bell? That's a shot automatically if home here in the dying seconds of the frame. That's not a great shot, though. So to Hall we look unless he's kicked out a rebound. And no, he holds on to it instead. So here after one period of play, it is 1-0 for Boston. Okay, back for period 2. I'm remembering period 1. I think that it's a pretty dangerous matchup for... it was for Boston in the early going. So at least Sanderson can cancel Rattel's face-off prowess for this one here. We get 2-11 on the opening draw. Let's see if it has any impact at all. It kind of doesn't. It's going to be Harry Howell here with the puck off the opening draw here to start period 2. Bruins up by 1. It's going to be a 6-10 there, and Harry Howell's card, which is a P4, should be able to complete that, but just barely. That's going to Jean Rattel here, 24 seconds in. And a Rattel here up to the 48-second mark with a 3-5, and that is going to be turned over to 3. Left wing here, Art Stratton. I could narrate it a bit more, but then I'd have to slow down. So it's going to be Stratton here to minute 12. That's a 4-10 for him, and 4-10 for Stratton. That'll mean a P4 should be able to complete it for Boston's sake. He's going to hand it back to number 4, and here at 136 now, it's a 2-6 there for Bobby Orr, and that's not going to get through either. That's going to go to left wing here, Gilles Tremblay. So kind of a cancel out shift here, which might benefit Boston. It's going to be a 6-10 here. And for Tremblay with a 6-10 and the 9, that will be a shot on goal. However, the Rangers finally have broken through. And Tremblay, that's going to be a 1-5, not blocked, in range to Doug Favell. We look, has Tremblay tied the game with a 3-5? No, Doug Favell has made a huge save, and that's going to go to Bobby Orr here 2 minutes in. And Tremblay and what's left of his stick are going to head off ice here. And we'll do the same. We'll just get a line change in here, a wholesale change, and Bobby Orr to 224, number 4 to 224 here. And with a 110, that is going to be PF2. That's not intercepted. He's going to pass it to, I guess it'd be Vasco. No, it'll be Van Imp. And up to 248 we go here now with it. I might actually, Green, he's -2. I might roll on him once or twice at some point in this game. But 2-7, that's a shot with a possible rebound. So Van Imp, they're looking to shoot and crash, but with a 1-5, they might not need to. With a 1-5, we look to Glenn Hall. Imagine Ed Van Imp scoring in a critical game like this. 6-5 on Glenn Hall's card, and he says, that's going to be a huge save. That's going to bounce back to Ray Cullen, though they're not in the clear yet. They have to try to clear, and it's going to be a 3-7, not knocked down to a 6. That will be cleared. That's going to go to left defenseman Leo Boyven, and Boyven now here to 3-12 here with a 1-8. And that is 6, double checking here. That's going to be a shot for Leo Boyven. Trying to keep it 200 feet away from his netminder. And 3-5, that's not going to be a shot in range to Favel. We look here, that's a 5-9 for his sake. That goes to a left wing here on Boston, John Busick. And so to a 36 here we go. And that is Busick here with a 5-9. And that is a 7, double checking here. Now 6-8. Or 3, no, sorry, I was looking the wrong way here. Busick with a 1-5 back the other way. Are you kidding me? To Glenn Hall, we look here with a 5-11. Glenn Hall has finally surrendered one. So, well, he's finally surrendered. He surrendered at 1 in the first. Anyway, John Busick scores is my point. We've got a 2-0 game here for Boston. And not that deep into the second period now. The Bruins have gone up by 2 here at the Guard, and I'll take time like I normally do here. Just 1 second, so at 3-1-3, Busick at 3:13 of period 2, and that's going to be a 5-8 here. 5-8 tells us a pair of assists, and the 5-5 in the follow-up tells us to go high and then second lowest. So it's Busick from McKenzie and Van Imp. Okay, 3:13 in. So Boston now, their top 6, they've gotten a goal from each line. They have to like the shuffling that they did prior to this game, right? Weave a story into it. Anyway, it's going to be a 4-6 here in the draw. It's 24 more seconds for these lines. So that is right defenseman Larry Kahan. I feel like the Rangers have played well. And I mean, Glenn Hall was the Game 4 hero. They wouldn't be anywhere near here without him. You've got to leave him in. It's a couple of goals. It's unfortunate for them. But it's 4 minutes now, and Larry Kahan here with the 3:10. And that's a 7, double checking here. That's going to be a shot for Larry Kahan. Let's see if we can put another in range. 4-2 says no, we can't. 1-3, that's more like what he would have needed, though. It would have been blocked. Well, it depends on what the red die was. But that will go actually to not the aforementioned Kahan. I'm going to game this now, and I'm going to assume that he shot and headed off. So Nilsson here to 424. Nilsson here with a 5-2. And that's a D4. That doesn't get through. That's going to go to, do I have, I want them on there as well. That's going to go to, it's time for a change. That's going to go to not center Ray Cullen. Who am I kidding? Let's get Dilbau out there now. And the Rangers need a goal. Maybe what they're going to try to do is shift this line in just a little bit more. And Boston says, all right, bring it. So it's going to be Dilbau here to 448. Dilbau with a 1-7. And that's going to be a shot with a possible rebound. They're going to bring it in return. 3-4 on the initial shot. Oh, that was a red 3. I saw it. That was a red 3. That's going to go back to Fontaine. And to Hall, we look, or sorry, to the clear, we look, so trying to clear in a 7, and they should be able to do that, right, with a 3-9, so the puck ultimately to 6. Gilles Tremblay here with it up to the 5-12 mark, and Tremblay here with a 3-8 at 5-12 is a D6. That doesn't get through. That goes to Bobby Orr here at 5:36, and it's going to be a 4-7 for him. 4-7 PF3. That pass goes to Ed Westfall here. 6 minutes now, and Westfall here with a 5-7 at 6 minutes. And 5-7. Let's see here. Do they have 4 pass bonus? The answer is no. That's 2. Left defenseman here, Harry Howell, and we'll get a complete change here again. Let's go to let's go to Stratton, Sanderson, and Hodge. I think New York's going to get line 3 out here at some point, and Harry Howell's going to roll to 624, so that is a 3-3 here for Harry Howell. And the 9, that's going to be a shot for Howell. Shot for Howell, and it's a 5-6. It's not a great shot. 5-7 here in the follow-up there for Favel, and it will bounce back to Larry Kahan here. Kahan goes to 648, and Kahan here, the roll is a 3-10 for him. That is 7. Double checking here. That's going to be a shot for Kahan. Rangers starting to pepper Favel. That's a 4-10, though, with nothing good. And so Favel here, we look here, 6-8. That's going to be held. Yes, I have on who I need on here. So to 7-12, we go here. 3-7 now off the face-off. That is, I've gotten that roll a few times in the face-off. All right, Stratton likes that here at 7-12. Right? Yeah, left wing. So it's going to be a 5-7 for Stratton here, and that's a shot with a possible rebound for him. Okay, 4-4 here in the initial shot. Looking at the red 2, that would go back to Sanderson. However, they don't clear, so Sanderson follows up now with a 4-4. That doesn't work either. So to Hall, ultimately, we look here with a 2-8, and that is going to go to right wing, actually, Ken Hodge. Good shift here for Boston. Hodge benefiting from being in line 2. It's going to be a 5-6 here for Hodge. Watch him take a penalty now that I said that. Has a shot on goal pretty automatically instead. So Hodge here keeping the pressure on with a 2-5. We're at 2-7. Hodge is in range. Over to Glenn Hall. We roll here with a 6-6 for Glenn Hall, and you know what? Boston has made this a 3-0 game. Ken Hodge scores. Just what the doctor ordered prior to this game, dropping Hodge back to line 2. They've converted twice. Line 1 has converted one time, and it is a 3-0 hockey game now for the Boston Bruins. Let's get the exact time into period 2. 1-4 here, 1-4, and that is 5 seconds later, so it's 7-17 here. The 7-1-7 after the initial goal scored at the 3-1-3, 4-11 on the assist. We have a pair of them. 2-6 tells us that it's going to be our 2 highest here, which are Stratton and Sanderson. So I guess if you want the primary assist, I was going to say even Stratton. So yeah, Hodge from Stratton and Sanderson here at 7-17. We have a 3-0 game for Boston here in Game 5. Which I had a funny feeling could happen with Boston being the better team, but there's still some hockey to be played, so I shouldn't speak so soon. We're going to get a 6-7 here in this face-off, and probably if you're New York, maybe you put this line on for 48 seconds and then go to your second line in case they're a little tired, just trying to game this. What if this were real? Kind of. So 6-7 here. It goes to left defenseman Leo Boivin. To the 8-minute mark, we go with Boivin here with the 2-6 for him. Don't take a penalty, turn it over instead. That's at least slightly better. And we're going to change here at the 8-minute mark while Sanderson will roll. So Sanderson's roll here. We have a 3-7 for him. That is going to be shot with a possible rebound for Sanderson. Boston has momentum. They smell blood in the water, but that's not a great shot. I looked at that one. That's going to go back to Hodge. Can they clear it? Yes, they can. So it's to a 6 here in Hodge's card. Right wing here, Floyd Smith with it. Yeah, that would make sense. And are we at 8:24? Just in case I don't want to screw New York. So now we're up to 8:24, and I think Boston would change as well. Yeah, no, let's do this line. So it's going to be here. Floyd's, they're up 3, right? So Floyd Smith here, the 4-8. What am I trying to say here? Stammering. It's going to be Floyd Smith turning it over to 5. 5 right defenseman there, Bob Bond. And so to 48 we go here finally with it with a 3-5 here for Bob Bond. That's going to be a play stoppage. Face off in the neutral zone here. We get a 4-9 in that draw. And that is left defenseman here, Harry Howell with it, reaching around the tripod. And 9-12 here. That is Howell here with a 6-10 for him. And 6-10 for him in the P4. That's going to go to 6-6. Center Bob Dillabow there. And so up to 9:36 there we go with it. And that's going to be a 3-11 here for Bob Dillabow. 3-11. That's going to be a split and fire for Dillabow. He's rolled well in this game, though he's not shooting as well. Whoops, and there goes a runaway die. So to Glenn Hall we go here with a 5-9 for him. That's going to be good rebound control. Is it the Smith? Sure it is. So Smith here up to the 10-minute mark here, halfway through regulation now, and it is 37 minutes into the... Okay. Anyway, 4-8 here for Floyd Smith, 4-8, and that's a D6, so no, that's not going to get through. That will go to left defenseman Bobby Orr. And... Okay, I'm going to change the dice make game just in case those little rolls before they drop are adding fractions of seconds to every roll and adding time onto this unnecessarily as a result. So anyway, Orr's got to head off though, I think, right? Yeah, everybody's got to head off. So Bobby Orr's going to roll. I hope I gave the puck to the right person. Anyway, Bobby Orr, let's get New York's third line out there because why not? And let's go to the second line here for the Bruins. And Bobby Orr here now will roll us up to 10-24. Yeah, I like those better, actually. They have more weight when they drop as well. So it's good to change every once in a while. It's fine, though. It's good. Good fun. Bobby Orr here with a shot on goal. That's a 4-6. That's not in range to Glenn Hall. We look here with a 3-9. And Glenn Hall, that's going to be frozen, actually, for him. That could have been a goal had that been in range. So, yeah. So we're going to play who we have here. The 6-7. That is going to be Visitor again. Who left defenseman's the answer. So to 10:48 here we go here for Leo Boivin. 4-6 is his roll. Don't take a penalty. That's going to be a 3. Center. Derek Sanderson here to 11-12, and Sanderson here 1-9 is the roll for him. P4 for him. He should be able to complete it. That's going to be sent back to Elmer Bosco here. 11:36. Bosco with a 3-10, and 3-10 for him will mean a play stoppage actually. So another face-off. And 2-8 on that draw. So we have center here, Visitor this time. Ralph Backstrom here up to the 12-minute mark. Backstrom 6-3 is his roll, and that's going to be a completed pass, isn't it? Yes, it is, to 6. So I'll actually give it to Wayne Connolly. Probably is going to come out here for the Rangers. And so he'll take, and you know what, for Boston's sake, they're protecting the lead. Let's get this line back out here. So to 12:24, here we go. It's going to be a 5-6 here for Connolly, which will be shot on goal if home. It's not, so it goes to left defense from there at Van Imp. And to 12:48, we go here with a 3-7 for Van Imp. That is PF1. Oh my goodness, they can't intercept that and shoot that. Van Imp is just going to hand it across. Uncontested here. 13-12 we go. That's going to be a 5-10 for Elmer Vosco. It's another play stoppage for him. which suits Boston just fine under the circumstances. 2-8 here, visitor center. Sean Rattel's going to win it to himself. And Rattel's going to get up to 13:36 here. Rattel with a 4-4. And the 5, that's going to be taken away, though, to 6. That goes to right wing there, Ed Westfall. And up to the 14-minute mark we go here. Now Westfall with a 1-8, and he's taking another penalty. So not delayed, no misconduct to save some time. I did the supplementary rolls without him. And unfortunately, that's normally the line that Boston would use to kill. Let's see, they're probably going to go with, I'm going to say Cullen and Busick here on the kill. I guess I could look to Dornhofer. Maybe Cullen and Dornhofer is what we'll do. And so give Dornhofer there some ice time, not Dennis Hall though. And let's change these out as well. So we have Orr and Bond out there as well for the kill. And probably Jim Nelson will be accompanied by, didn't they just come on? No, I don't think so. So let's go with this line now and Phil Goyette. And let's have a face-off here. It is a 2-minute power play for New York. So Boston's been penalized here pretty heavily trying to get New York into it, and it is a 5-4 technically, so it's going to be Dornhofer here off the hop at 14:24 here with a 4:10, and Dornhofer the 4:10, and that is the okay. Do we have another casualty here? We've already lost Ted Green in this game. No, blue 1. No, there's no blue 1. Okay, so Dornhofer is going to be just fine. We get another face-off here, 3-5 on that draw, and that is left defenseman here home. So Bobby Orr with it. I think that's who you'd want having it here at 14:48, trying to kill some time and kill a penalty here with a 3-7. Orr, that's a shot with a possible rebound for him. Could be worse. 4-8, they're not great. That goes to, actually, center is vacant, isn't it? So held on to. It's a 6-7 here off the draw. That is left defenseman there. So Harry Howell with it here to 15-12, and Howell here with a 2-6 is P4. So in the power play, he's just going to hand it up to 3, looking here, double checking left defense. Oh, no, wait, it wouldn't be Harry Howell. But I already rolled and called for him, so I can't really do that now. So Howell's going to keep it. 15:36 here with a 5-12 for his sake. Oh, and he's turned it over too. So that is unfortunate here. But let's go to the 16-minute mark here. We get a 5-6. And 5-6, and my wife orders food, and it's just that she likes it, and then all the sounds that she makes after eating it. Anyway, so shot on goal here of home for Ray Cullen, even shorthanded. That's going to be a 6-4, and that's not in range. That's a pretty terrible shot, actually. So we got a 3-9 now, and that's going to be a face-off, actually, because it's not a shot on goal in range. We're going to be back to 5-on-5. Okay, back with the face-off here. I think we get a face-off there in New York's end. It's going to be a 3-10 here. That will be 1 by home. So Art Stratton here with it. 16:24. Stratton goes here with a 1-4, and that's going to be a penalty for Stratton. And a 1-6 in the follow-up. It is delayed. I should drop this one, though. It's 6, so we'll go to center here off Backstrom. 16:48 Backstrom with a 2-6. He's not at home, so it's going to be touched by Van Imp and blown dead. And let's do the 1-2-1. No, so it's just going to be a straight 2-minute minor there for Art Stratton here at 16:48. So they had 48 seconds of 5-on-5 even strength time. They're playing at full strength. I do think, however, this line's going to be more than fresh enough now to take to the ice. And I think as well the penalty kill prospects here not as tired. So we'll do this here, and it's to go Boyven and Sutherland here, and have a face-off here, 1-6 on this draw. That's left wing power play. Puck goes to Tremblay. Tremblay here, 17-12, 1-2. That's a rare roll for him, and unfortunately for him, double checking with that 6-9, 13-2. No, that's not going to work, even with the 6. Right. Yeah, no, that's going to be bumped up. So to 3, that goes to Dillabow here at 17:36. Dillabow here with a 5. 3 for him, 5-3 for Dillabow, and that's going to be turned over to... Oh, no, sorry, shorthanded. That's going to kill it. So 4-2 here at the 18-minute mark now for Dillabow. Dillabow's going to get a shot on goal. He's had a good game defensively, if not offensively. It's not a great shot, but 3-9 we look here, and that's going to be held on to by Hall. So Dillabow, he shot and pressed 1-7 there in the draw. That's right wing home. That's Ed Westfall here to 18:24. Trying to finish this kill here. 5-3. Watch Westfall take a penalty now with the 10. No, it's going to be a shot for Westfall, actually. So Rangers, they're deflated here on the power play. It's been a bad power play effort. Glenn Hall, we look here, 2-4 is the result. Westfall still has it to 18:48 here with the 3-9. Rangers in trouble here in their own power play. H9, indeed they are. It's going to be a shot on goal. Westfall with a 5-6. Not a great shot, but not necessarily the point. And the point here is that Glenn Hall is going to hold on to it. And I guess the Bruins probably will be applauding that penalty kill effort. We're going to go back to their top line, kind of a 1A, 1B situation in this game. And I think the Rangers probably going to have to finish the period now with their second line. And we'll change out the defense as well here for the final minute 12. So Face off here in New York, and we get a 4-11 here, and the resultant draw, that is going to be right wing Floyd Smith coming away with it here. Last minute to play the second period, 5-12 here, and Smith's card D5, not going to work. That goes to 1. That goes to John Busick here after it's broken up and taken away by the defense. Busick 1-6. Shot on goal at home for Busick. He's already got a goal in this game. He's not getting one here with that roll of a 6-12, 4-3 in the follow-up. That's going to go to Smith here one more time, 24 more seconds. New York trying to do something, anything to get into this game. We get a 5-8 here for Floyd Smith. That's going to be a good shot on goal for him. Oh, let's get the blue back there. And 5-6 there in the shot. It's going to be 6-6 here for Favel. He holds on, and there you go. It's going to be 3-0 at the end of 2. So 3-0 at the end of 2. We're going to reward line 3 to start period 3 here. And grab another color marker as well here, so I'm not confusing myself about infractions. X's in other words here for what little bit of the clock that you can actually see. Anyway, it's so we're going to start the third period now, and I should slide that back, probably look a little bit better. Okay, so after 40 minutes, figure that out. But yeah, 3-0 Boston. And in any event, once I complete this game as well, I'll be able to take the weekend. I benefited from having a holiday over here yesterday and not having to get started with work until later than normal today here on a Thursday. So I figure I can get this out of the way and then use the weekend to update stats and upload and all of that less sexy stuff when it comes to this hobby. I think, anyway. And yeah, just take a few days respite here and follow hockey in the real world, and then come back to this here for the final eventually, and probably play some other games in the meantime, my Michael Owens and, you know, some stuff like that. So okay, let's see, we're going to get a 2-8 here to start period 3, and it's Boston up by 3, but it's Jean Rattel winning the opening draw. So Dillavau, again, he's been rewarded for some time here. He's won some time but lost the face-off. It's going to be a 4-11 here for Jean Rattel, 4-11 here with the 9, Mina Rattel. Oh, wait. Yes, no, he's going to fire. There's no shadow there. Rattel with the 2-8 and the 2-11. So Rattel starting hot and early. It's from Rattel to Favel. We look, it's going to be 2-8 for Favel. The follow-up save effort as well. And you know what? 2-8 is good for Favel. I shook. It's not as good for, 2-8 is good for Rattel, I meant to say. It's not as good for Favel. Jean Rattel has scored here early in the third period to try to keep the Rangers' hopes somewhat alive here. So how many seconds? 3-5 here. 3-5 tells us just 8 seconds into the period, Jean Rattel has connected and converted. 4-6 here means we're going to have a pair of assists and a follow-up 4-6. Sorry if that was a bit of a sloppy roll. I shook on the other one. So Rattel for the 2 highest is going to be Tremblay and Nelson. It's going to be actually Nelson and Tremblay in that order from Rattel. 8 seconds into period 3. And, okay. What if this were real? Probably Sanderson out there for the canceling. But it's still going to be Rattel winning the draw. So to Gilles Tremblay here, and it's 48 seconds now. And 5-4 here for Tremblay is P3. No, that's not going to get through. That goes to Bobby Orr. Orr with the defensive save there here, minute 12. And 1-7 here for Bobby Orr. 1-7 shot with a possible rebound for Orr. 1-5 on the follow-up shot for Bobby Orr. Oh, I meant to keep that right. I'm going to have to drop that again. That's going to go back to right wing Ken Hodge. But Glenn Hall here, can he make the big save here with a 2-5? He does it. He makes a huge save. So that's going to go to right wing Ken Hodge. So not out of the woods yet. Looking to clear here are the Rangers defense, but they clear very well with another one roll there. So that's going to go to Wayne Connolly here. Minute 36, 4-9 here for Connolly. And 4-9 for Connolly means there's going to be a shot now the other way off the momentum of that big Glenn Hall save. 2-10 narrowly out of Connolly's range, and there was no rebound on that. 2-6 here for Doug Favel. Doug Favel, that's going to go to center. Derek Sanderson here, 2 minutes here. 1-10 here for Sanderson. 14, that's going to be a shot for Sanderson. Sanderson here with a 6-8 on the shot. And a 6-4 here for Glenn Hall in the follow-up. So it's going to be Gilles Tremblay coming away with it here. Hot and heavy first couple of minutes here in period 3. And let's go to Tremblay here, 2:24. Tremblay here with a 6-9. And that's a 7. Double checking here, 3-5-7. That's going to be shot for Tremblay. And his way off with the 2-9, narrowly out of range for him. So to Favel, we look here with a 1-5. And that goes to right wing there, John McKenzie. And that will go to New York. So we're going to change to New York's second line there. So up to 2:48 we go. And it's going to be a 4-9 here for McKenzie. I think I said McKenzie, right? 4-9 for McKenzie in the 9. So he will shoot back the other way. Shooting gallery here. It's going to be a 4-4. And Glenn Hall, we look here now with a 4-10. Glenn Hall with a 4-10. That goes to Larry Cahan. And Cahan here at 3:12 now with a 6-9 for him. And that's a 1. So that's turned over obviously to John Busick here. 3:36. Busick 1-8. 11. He's going to fire. there. 11 here, 5-7 on the shot. Not much on that one there. 2-7 and 2-7. That's a rebound given up. And John McKenzie, I'm losing my voice now. 2-10 on the clear, however. 2-10 on the clear, so that will go to 4 left defenseman Leo Boyven. 4 minutes in now. We are with a 5-4 here. I'm going to try to calm down a little bit. It's hard to, though. That goes to right wing there, John McKenzie. And we're going to switch it out here. We're going to switch it up. Let's go to, Backstrom, Paulford, and Rush 4. And McKenzie here to the 424. McKenzie, that's a 1-3 for him. That's going to be a pass automatically. 5. We're looking here on coming right wing. Let's get it to Hodge? No, they were just out there, weren't they? Kind of. Let's go to the Westfall. Don't take a penalty here. 4:48. Westfall here, 2-8. And is he okay? Just don't roll a blue 1. And a blue 2. He's just barely okay. So face off here, we get a 110. Yeah, they got to get out there at least once. So 110 here, 110. What am I looking at here? 110. That's going to be left wing here. So Fontaine here to the 5-12 here now with the 3-8 for him, and that's a D7 shot for Fontaine. Shot for Fontaine here, 2-6, not in his range. 5-9 here for Glenn Hall. That goes to right wing Leon Rush 4. And at a 5:36 here, 1-8 for Rush 4 is going to be D6. That doesn't get through. That's to 5. Right defenseman Bob Bond up to the 6-minute mark now. Bond here, 1-5 is his roll. And 1-5, that's a play stoppage anyway, so that's convenient for me. So face-off here between Jean Rattal, who wins it actually. He's going to win the draw to Leo Boyven. Here's 6:24. Boyven here, 3-6 is his roll. And that's iced, actually. Face-off in New York, Sam. We're going to get a 210 on that. That is center. Hey, no, okay. So Rattel can't cancel anymore. Okay, that was out of the tray. Normally, I would just, I'm going to say 4-9 here for Sanderson. Is going to be a penalty. So unfortunately for him, that roll out of the tray thing, let's see if it's delayed. Yes, it is actually, so I should have dropped that as well. The 3, that goes to right wing Wayne Connolly here to 7-12. And Connolly here, 5-11 for him here, 5-11 for him. Got to remember the 6 skaters on the ice. So, sorry, what am I looking at here? No, it's going to be taken away anyway. So, yeah, it's for Sanderson's sake. Oh, wait, 1-9. Yeah, no, there's nothing here. I remember it was something like a 1-9. So, no misconduct for him either. Just 2 minutes here for Sanderson at 7-12. And the Rangers now, this is... Do I need to say this is critical? I don't think so. It's going to be a 3-12 here, so off the draw, which actually here I should probably switch and go with who I usually go with. Off the draw, 3-10 was the draw roll, so that is going to be left wing here, so Gilles Tremblay with it. And Tremblay here, 7:36. Tremblay here with the 212. And 212 from the D7. He's going to shoot here in the power play. Is Tremblay here, 6'10", though he fans on it. That goes to Doug Favell. Favell here with a 2-6. And center's vacant. Favell holds. And let's see here, 6-5 that we get here in the follow-up. That is home left wing. So Dillabell's won a critical one here with the 8-minute mark with a 2-9. And for him, 8 minutes and 2-9, almost just avoiding a penalty. It's going to be a shot, actually, for Dillabell here with a 3-6. And so some good killing here for Dillabell. It's going to be a 3-7 for him. Back to right defenseman there, Elmer Vosco there to 8:24. Vosco here, the 1-7. And the PF2, Vosco, he's going to complete. Oh, no, sorry, that's going to be turned over because Boston shorthanded. So to Bill Sutherland, it goes here to 8:48. Sutherland here with a 6-9. And for his sake, 6-9-6. Double checking. Don't think so. That's a 7. However, 6-9-13. And 6, and then 2 is 8. No. So to 5, we go left defenseman here at Van Impe to 9-12. So again, a couple of weak power play efforts here for New York. Could be a story of this game. Anyway, it's going to be an 8-7 there, so 5-11. Van Impe, who almost scored earlier in the game, he's going to fire this one. Is not blocked, it's screened, but still not in range. So to Glenn Hall, we look here.